Greetings, friends. My name is Mykola Volohov, callsign Abdullah. I'm the commander of the Terra unit. For those who have been watching us for a long time, we have changed the format. At your request, we will explain a little more what is happening so that it is clearer to you, so that it is more interesting for you. For those who watch for the first time, subscribe to our channel and have fun. Traditionally, I want to thank all those who support us. And for those who want to join, we have a very important fundraiser. Fundraiser for kamikaze drones with AI guidance system for APV. Why is it necessary now? The enemy has installed a lot of electronic warfare systems on equipment, and this will help us reach them. The link to the fundraiser is in the video description. Also, become our sponsors on YouTube and patrons on Patreon. We have valuable gifts for sponsors and patrons. Friends, these flags of the Terra unit signed by the fighters, as well as patches of the Terra unit. The link on Patreon is also posted in the description of the video. So let's get down to business. There have been certain changes in the area of responsibility in the Kharkiv region. The Russians decided that it's okay to drive armored vehicles here with impunity, although we thought that we have weaned them from this. Here comes a Russian infantry fighting vehicle. There are certain problems for the pilot. You could see interruptions in the video signal. Here you see them again. And now you will understand why did they decide that this is how they can ride frivolously here. There is actually a certain reason for this. Now I will show on a freeze frame. Look, friends, these silver objects on the infantry fighting vehicle are electronic warfare systems. It is there so that our drone would not reach. By the way, this is one of the reasons why we need AI on drones, because we can fly close to the target, but then communication and the control may be lost. By the way, you can see that this armored vehicle is modded with the so-called anti-cumulative grill, in order for the shaped charge ammunition would not penetrate it. It breaks on the grill and does not penetrate the armor itself. Let's see what happens. I'll say a little in advance, it will not save them. Hit on the IFV side. Here the reconnaissance drone is confirming a hit, so we can be sure that we have destroyed it. You see it starts to smoke, but is still moving. It will not move for long though, it drives forward a little bit and stops. Part of the infantry remained inside and burned, some still managed to jump out. By the way, friends, this infantry fighting vehicle was destroyed by the Vicholom crew of the Battalion of Unmanned Systems of the 3rd Separate Assault Brigade, one of the best FPV crews of our battalion, and this unit of armor was their anniversary, the 10th. Let's congratulate them for that achievement. Let's move on. Ivan is clearly visible here. Here he is strolling, see? Now there will be an illustration of such a proverb. Do not run away from the sniper, you will die tired. It makes even less sense to run away from the FPV, and now you will see what is happening. Watch how he runs away, falls, thinks maybe this will save him, and then a direct hit with fragmentation ammunition. And here on the reconnaissance from Mavic, you can see this uninvited citizen, and you can see the actual FPV drone. Here it flies up to him. The Russian is running away, falls, and the FPV calmly flies into his legs. The shreds flew in all directions. It will be blurred on YouTube. If you want to watch this without blur, without censorship, go to our Telegram channel. We will post a link here somewhere on the video. It will also be in the description of the video. There are a lot of videos that we cannot show due to YouTube rules, and they are posted there. And this Ivan decided to use the tactic of a single movement. He walks alone in the middle of the field, thinking that he will not be a priority target, or maybe that somehow he is not visible. They often do this, try to run across the field one by one, accumulate forces and then assault. We clearly observe him, but you understand what fate is waiting for this uninvited guest. By the way, check out the fog of war, a real battlefield, everything is burning, terrible smoke. But the pilot confidently flies through the smoke, he knows where Ivan is. Here he finds him. This one is not running away. Although no, look, at the last moment he decided to run, but that didn't help him much either. Direct hit, no chance of surviving. 1.5 kilograms of ammunition, about 500 grams of explosives, and a kilogram of fragmentation. Fun fact, we researched the enemy, researched his infantry, found that there are giants, healthy, athletic. I even saw once how one ran across the field in one pass. Will it be possible to escape from FPV drone? Let's see together. Look how healthy he is. Here he runs. He has already threw away his rifle and body armor to be lighter. The pilot clearly observes him and flies under his feet. At the last moment, Ivan decides to maneuver, but you see how wide the radius of fragmentation is. Of course, there is no chance of survival. The enemy has been eliminated. And these, friends, are videos from our archives. I can watch this endlessly. I think you will also be interested. It happened in the Bakhmut direction. At that time, we were part of a company of unmanned systems. Let's take a look. They are standing right there, and where is the power line? Power line is here. Fly to the right of the birches, like 15 paces to the right. They are right under the birches. And now the first drone comes to the target. Hit? Got it? There it is, you hit here. Oh, great. Hit is confirmed. One enemy is wounded and begins to move towards his comrades. Show me, correct me, where I hit. You hit here. Yes. And there they are. They are alarmed. Perfect, we'll finish them off. They're sitting together, right? Yes, 3 men. Yeah, freak, how? He went down, wounded. Now, they will be KIA soon. At that time, even one wounded with FPV seemed to us like a great achievement. Here you see an FPV drone flies up, a first-person view, and hit! Pinpoint hit! One KIA, another wounded, and one ran. But I'm sure that he will bleed out. The ammunition was high explosive fragmentation, and most likely he was cut by the shrapnel. It was quite far away to run for help, and I'm sure he didn't make it. Hopped away like a bunny, and his friends are calling like worms. And again, we return to our present, to the Kharkiv front. The occupiers are very fond of riding and carrying out their logistics operations in light vehicles. Buggies, motorcycles, ATVs, and this is a message for the Russians if you are watching. Not, dear Russians, you are forbidden to ride motorcycles. Motorsport is a sport for worthy people. I myself do it in civilian life. Now you will see all Russians on motorcycles, buggies and ATVs will be destroyed. Look, friends, a direct hit, and it would seem that this ATV or buggy is done for. It is smoking, the Russians jump off, 2 were able to jump off, 1 stayed there forever. 1 crawls and hides in the trees. It would seem that's it. Target can be abandoned. Now I want to demonstrate to you the importance of the fact that all targets must be finished. All targets must be destroyed. There's always a certain probability that it remained intact. It is better to spend 1 more drone to be 100% sure that you did your job well. Because later at night they will pull it out, remove the parts or whatever. Here Vitrolom came in to finish off the vehicle. And again, an interesting nuance. Now I'll pull it on freeze frame. Look, you see there is some metal thing with antennae on the sticks. This is actually the electronic warfare system that should make sure that we can't reach. Actually, this is why they dared to ride this ATV. They thought that we would not be able to get them, but we did, although unfortunately this is a big problem. Speaking of the fundraiser that we have for the FPV drones with AI guidance systems, the link is in the description. Friends, donate. This thing is needed so that such boxes electronic warfare means cannot prevent us from destroying the occupier. Direct hit. And so, friends, additional reconnaissance. You see here we can already state that the target is completely destroyed. By the way, no one evacuated from that. Friends, I'm very grateful for your attention. Write if you like this format. I am very grateful to you for your support. And with these videos, first of all, we want to show you how much we appreciate your contribution to the victory. Believe me, it is significant. Victory will definitely come and it will be our common. Glory to Ukraine. Who will ask questions like, why am I wearing gloves? My hands are actually very injured, beaten, so I'm a bit self-conscious. And we made the pointer from a ramrod.